Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to episode 6 of Flying the Caribbean. Today, I am in Salt Cay, and if you watched my last episode, episode 5 of Flying the Caribbean, I flew all over the Bahamas, the Nassau area. We looked at all the points of interest around there, and so yeah, if you haven't watched that video, go check that one out if you want to, keep up with the flights here. This is what was next on the trailer, which was mentioned. That's what I talked about when I first started doing this series. I was going to fly and check out the locations as they were shown in the trailer in order. And so the Turks and Caicos was the next one on the list. So right here I have a Britten Norman Islander, which I felt was the perfect plane for this flight. It's called an Islander, so I think it's perfect for this flight, and this is a really good looking livery. So I'm just going to do a walk around of the plane real quick, and it's going to be a short flight, and I'll try to get as close to the Grand Turk Lighthouse as I can, because we're going to fly from here to Grand Turk and take a look at that lighthouse. Alright, you can see I got check the ailerons here. Looking good. Alright, and you can see I got the baggages. I'm going to be closing the doors up and securing everything soon. Alright, and rudder left, rudder right, elevator up, down. Leakages look good. Okay, so walk around to right side of the plane. Let's check the right aileron. Up, down, looking good. Okay, chocks still on and wings look fine. And let's check the right prop. Looking good. Alright, so now let's go ahead and climb aboard, and we'll get the plane started up and head on over to Grand Turk. And I think this is going to be a really pretty flight here. The weather's nice and live weather, but not live time. It's Friday morning at just a little after 10 a.m. and it's the 23rd in the sim anyway, because right now it's actually the 22nd, but well, maybe early 23rd. It might be a little after midnight or something now, I don't know, on my time. Okay, so let me go ahead and climb aboard the plane, and we're going to get this thing ready to go. Okay, so hop in the seat here, and let's go ahead and close the doors and get all of this, everything secured. Let's get our chocks off. Boarding steps gone. Okay, so everything is set. Now let's get our batteries. Generator left and right. External power, I'm going to put that on for now. And let's see. I'll put the pitot heat on. Always put that on. I always do anyway. Beacon lights. No cabin lights. Nav lights. No landing lights. Alright, everything else is looking good. Let's get our altimeter set. Get the Garmin online here. Let's turn our avionics. Okay, I did click that on already. Earlier, okay, before I left the plane. I never did turn it off. Alright, so that looks good. And fuel valves, selectors, left and right, looks good. Fuel quantity. Now, if you want to know why I'm stressing that, go watch some other videos, okay? Especially North Carolina to Bermuda, all right? Okay. Let's get those on. I get confused sometimes with this Britten Norman Islander and the Britten Norman Trilander. The Trilander has an extra tank and an extra engine. Okay, so it's a little different, all right? But they simulate in a lot of ways. All right, so let's get our mixture full rich. Mixture full rich. Parking brake is on and set. This is looking good. Throttle, let's put the throttle up some. Props, we're going to get the props at about right there, about a little more than a quarter or so. And you know what? I think we're ready to start. So just I'm gonna make sure that there's no, you know, airport personnel around, but it's pretty quiet out here today. All right, let's get our magnetos. We'll get them all on right now, and we are ready to start the port engine. Okay, so let's do that now. Clear prop. All right, got a good start on the port engine. All right, now let's get the starboard engine started. Clear prop. And starting up. Okay, it looks like I got a good start on both engines. We can go ahead and close this window now, and let's get our fuel pumps off. And let's do let's rev it up some. Everything looks and sounds good. And you know what? I think she is ready. All right, so let's go ahead and let me come back some more, about halfway. Let's get out. Well, we're going to keep the props here while we taxi in because, you know, the plane gets pretty quick. All right. And I'm going to taxi on over to runway 8. I did set my altimeter. Okay, let's call air traffic now, and we're going to depart to the north.
Grand Turk ground, Grenadines 109 are ready to taxi north departure.
Grenadines 109er taxi to and hold short of runway 08 using taxiway. Contact tower on 118.6 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 08 using taxiway, Grenadines 109er.
Okay, now I don't know if this, as you can see there, they call it Grenadines. I don't believe this livery is totally for this area, but I just like the way it looks, you know, so I had to use it. Alright, so taxiing, hey, just from there to here. Here's our whole short point right here, so we're gonna be ready to take off. I'll call for clearance on taking off now. Awfully short taxi. Alright, so request takeoff clearance.
Grand Turk Tower, Grenadines 109 are ready at runway 08 north departure.
Grenadines 109er 106 tree at 7. Departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 08.
Alright, clear for takeoff. Runway
Cleared for
08.
takeoff runway 08 Grenadines 109er.
And you know, we're gonna delegate this over to ATC. I like to handle it at least until I get in the air, then I kind of just throw it on over to AI ATC. Alright, now let's go ahead and we clear for takeoff, so drop one notch of flaps in. Alright, let's go full prop RPMs. Let it wind up a little bit. Takeoff trim set. Flap set. Full throttle and we going. It seems like I have a little crosswind here. Oh, a little bit. Look at the windsock. I never even realized that. Alright, we good. We good. I wasn't expecting any crosswind there, but sure had some, didn't we? Alright, go ahead and climb. I'm gonna climb up. I'm only gonna climb to about maybe 1,500 feet. I mean, you can see all of this is totally VFR. You can see it right
Grand
now.
Turk Tower, Grenadines 109er, continue for north departure.
Salt Cay is very remote, and as you can see, just really sparse. There's hardly anything there. Some nice beaches, but not much else there. And this little island to the right here, that's Cotton Cay. Cotton Cay right there. Okay, let me go ahead now, and I'm gonna drop my speed. I think my altitude is good. What I'm gonna do is, well, I don't think autopilot's not necessary for this. I mean, I'm just going right there. So let's go ahead and come back a little bit here. Not too much though. Get the plane trimmed out some. So yeah, so as you can see, that right there is Salt Cay. I mean, I'm sorry, Cotton Cay. Cotton Cay right here. And not much there at all. Okay, so the lighthouse is going to be on the far end of this island, the far north point, right over here. And that's Grand Turk. Okay, so just cruising along. We're not in a rush. We're just above 1,500 feet, so that's okay. So what we're trying to do here.
Grand Turk Tower, Grenadines 109er frequency change.
Still messing with trim a little bit here. Try to get things nice and level. And we're going to come back on the flaps.
109er is type Britten Norman Islander, 4 miles south of Grand Turk, 1,600 feet. Request flight following.
Grenadines 109er Bravo approach.
I mean, I'm likely to pick up some speed now since I went with the flaps up.
Squawk 7127 Grenadines 109er.
Grenadines 109er radar contact 3 miles south of Grand Turk, 1,700 feet. Altimeter 29er.97.
So as you can see, we're cruising pretty good right now.
Roger, Grenadines 109er.
Close to 120. Water is nice and calm out here. Yeah, any higher we won't be able to get as good of a look as the lighthouses I want to get. So I'm gonna just try to stay right here, maybe drop that throttle a little bit more. And as you can see, Grand Turk is a beautiful island. I mean, look at this place. I've flown around the Turks, you know, a few other times in the past, and I remember being really impressed with it. And when we're done checking out the airport, we're gonna land right here. Probably gonna land on this runway here, runway 30. Most likely. coming back a little bit now. Start descending some. How's that for a visual? Look at that. Check that out. Smile Island. I mean, not much to it. I mean, we are only at 2,200 feet, and basically you can see almost the entire island with just a little panning on the camera right there. Alright, the lighthouse, Grand Turk Lighthouse, ought to be right up in here. I don't see it just yet, but I should be seeing it shortly. Make sure I don't overfly it. Right, I do see it. I got a visual right up there. Alright, we're going to do a nice slow flyby so you all can see it. Keep my eyes on my altitude here. We're gonna drop some flaps almost as if we're landing, but we're not gonna land. And there it is, the Grand Turk Lighthouse. I didn't mean to open a window. I was trying to do something else, but that's okay. Now let's get our speed back. And we're going to do another flyby. Nice and low. You always gotta be careful when you're doing stuff like this with a bigger plane. You know, normally, you know, I'll choose a push plane for this kind of stuff. All right, we can get a good flyby here now too, as well. Right up on the port side, another flyby. And now we're going to do a really, really low but fast flyby. Okay, so, and then after this, I'm going to go back over there and land. Probably, like I said, runway 30 is what I'm thinking. Come out towards the east. Okay, we're gonna get a good view of it this time. We only 400 feet. Okay, so but the locals are used to my little flybys, tour flights of this lighthouse. All right, here we go. Nice one. It's not exactly an aerobatic plane, so I do have to watch it with that. Alright, I'm going to get ready to start lining up for runway 30. One more last flyby, nice and slow.
Grand Turk Tower, Grenadines 109er, 4 miles north, 600 feet to...
Alright. Let's see, they might not have me go to runway
Grenadines
30.
109er Grand Turk Tower. Altimeter 29er, decimal 9er 7, wind 062 at 7.
Oh no, runway
Left
8.
traffic runway 12.
Oh, 12. Look at the old thing, okay.
Enter left traffic runway 12.
So you're not going to have me go on 30. You're going to be 12. That's fine. That's fine. No problem. Visibility is absolutely outstanding today. Alright, I mean, you could be up probably maybe about 6,000-7,000 feet and have good visibility on a day like today. Okay, this is runway 12 right here. We're going to come straight on in. Should be a pretty good landing. I don't expect any issues.
Grenadines 109er, wind 061 at 7. Clear to land runway 12.
Cleared to land runway 12, Grenadines 109er.
Come out a little ways here. Give myself more room to do my turn, you know, so. Do my turn and I'm gonna slow down a good bit. Throw a little bit of left rudder in to get my turn to go a little tighter here. Alright, I got a good visual. Put one notch of flaps in right now. Start descending. This livery is really bright. sunny day. Full flaps. Right on in. I really like how these Islander planes can come in nice and slow and stable. A little off center, but not a bad landing.
Grenadines 109er, turn next taxiway.
Alright, welcome to Grand Turk. Go ahead and taxi the plane to parking. Get the doors open, and I'm going to go on into the building, have a drink, some snacks, maybe some lunch, and then head on back to Salt Cay.
109er, contact ground on 121.9er.
Grenadines 109er. Goodbye.
And I'm going to park probably just to the right of that. Well, no,
Grenadines 109er, did you copy?
right here. I copied, but all I can pick is say yeah.
Grenadines 109er taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Alright, so I'm going to park right over here. Got plenty of room.
Grenadines 109er, please acknowledge.
I'm not able to acknowledge. It's kind of weird, huh? Alright, let's get to a stop here. Alright. Let's get our throttle back. Cut the engines.
Grenadines
Drop to 0.
109er, did you hear my last transmission?
And get the doors open. We'll get our battery switches off and avionics. And let's put our chocks on. And of course we're going to want the boarding steps down. Everything else is good. Alright, so there you have it. Hope y'all enjoyed the flight. Please smash that like button. Drop a comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And there will be an episode 7. I'm going to kind of follow right along in order that the areas were shown on that Microsoft trailer. And wasn't that such an awesome trailer? I loved it. I really loved it. Alright, so thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.